You're a home buyer, somebody or a young person looking to buy a home, you need a bit of a reset.
There is a possibility on the other side of this that inflation could actually be quite low.
Welcome back to Real Estate Mindset. Today's video is going to be absolutely bonkers. I am just now leaving this wonderful Roach Motel right here on the way from Reno to Sacramento. So we're going to go over some Zillow articles, some Zillow information as I'm going to Sacramento. And I got to tell you guys, Reno blew my mind. I expected Reno to be super tight, and I was able to find massive amounts of construction, massive amounts of inventory. So I'm really looking forward to showing you guys what that looks like. But first, again, driving to Sacramento. Once I get home, I'll start the edit. And also, I'm gonna find Johnny Fly on the way there. I'm gonna meet up with Johnny. We're gonna have a talk. We're gonna go to eat, and we're just gonna chill. And then tomorrow, we're gonna interview Jason Walter and go walk the properties in Sacramento. So I'm really excited. Thank you guys so much for joining along this trip with me. I appreciate you guys, and I look forward to giving you guys the data. All right, guys, I stopped short of Sacramento into a town called Cool, actually. You can see the sign right over there, I think. So I'm gonna show you why I stopped here in a minute. It's actually super cool. But before I do that, we're gonna go over several articles from Zillow and honestly kind of just pick apart, you know, the flip-flopping, the change of narrative, and kind of just dig in like that. But the name of the Zillow article is Zillow Home Value Forecast for October 2023. I'm gonna read these paragraphs right now, and then I'm gonna take you to this farmer's market over there. Zillow's National Home Value Forecast was revised again downward this month due to the presently high mortgage rates, as well as signs that the months-long housing inventory crunch may finally be easing. That is absolutely fantastic news, because we definitely need more existing inventory, existing home inventory. We already have new construction inventory. Now, this is what Zillow says, okay? So Zillow expects the national non-seasonally adjusted Zillow Home Value Index to grow 3% in 2023. Now, that's down from 3.3%. So you can see them. And again, that's not year over year, that's 2023. So they are adjusting it. They expect home values to continue to go down from that report to the end of the year. It goes on, down from the expectation of 3.3% growth, Zillow's forecast for national growth over the next 12 months is fairly flat at negative 2%, you guys. That is huge. So they're saying over the next year, they expect home values to remain flat and or negative 2%. That is a big deal from Zillow. We haven't had that type of lack of optimism from Zillow for what, years, since the great financial crisis? It goes on. Zillow's projection for existing home sales in 2023 remains steady at 4.1 million, but that is optimistic. It's probably gonna be under 4 million, you guys. That would represent an 18% decline from 2022. So the demand is dying out. That is wonderful, unless you recently purchased. If you did recently purchase, I'm not trying to knock you. I wish you the best. I would just hunker down. New listings, despite remaining historically low, have at least trended nearer to pre-pandemic norms the past 2 months. This may be an early sign that the effects of rate lock are easing as homeowners accept that higher rates are sticking around. More homes on the market means less competition for each listing. One reason that Zillow's home value forecast was revised downward. Another reason for Zillow's downward home value forecast revisions is mortgage rates have remained elevated. However, recent inflation data has shown promising signs for the future of mortgage rates. If that downward pressure continues, expect higher home buying demand. And you guys can see this chart right here that they are revising it downward. I will give you guys my breakdown and my thoughts about what they just said here in a second, but I gotta get over there real quick to this farmer's market to show you guys what's going on. Let me explain to you what's probably gonna start happening more and more as the months go on. You're gonna start seeing bullish perspectives start to flip a little bit and start to be a little bit more conservative. And I want you guys to remember, you know, once we already know what's happening, it doesn't matter, right? The important thing is getting people's perspective, and getting perspective that's genuine, whether the housing market's going to continue to crash or whether it's not gonna crash. And you know, at first, you guys, I had an issue with that, especially with all the abuse we've been taking over the last 7 months. But I even made a video on Javier, really roasted this guy for flipping, being that he made probably around 1.6 million and now he wants to flip. But you know what? I decided not to put that out because, quite frankly, I'm happy that these bulls are starting to switch their perspective to be more cautious, because again, you know, that's gonna help everyone. So I don't wanna get nasty. I don't wanna say that they shouldn't change their perspective. I think it's a great idea, but I am gonna tell you guys, it's gonna happen, and it's gonna happen fast. But again, the advantage of what we're doing here and doing the boots on the ground like we are doing right now is we don't have to really wait for the news. You know, we can look at the data. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys. This is really cool. Check this out real quick, okay? I came all the way over here, okay, to check out my dudes. Check my dude out right here. What's up, Johnny? What's up, Johnny? We got Johnny here. We got Johnny's friends, right? Nathan, how you like Johnny, man? Give me a little bit about Johnny.
It depends on the day.
Really? Okay.
No, we've known each other for what, like 13, 14 years now.
Awesome.
Most people don't get our sense of humor or the way that we kind of batter with each other.
Well, I can confirm that. I definitely don't get Johnny's humor a lot of the time. But you guys, what they're doing, most people don't. That's why I need you to stick around. So hopefully we're gonna go to sushi later, but look at what these guys are doing. Instead of staying home complaining about how life works, they're out working on a Sunday, self-employment, stacking money. I'm so proud of this guy right here. Not for the trolling, obviously. Hey, he's a good troller, okay? He's one of the best trollers.
He is, yeah.
He's one of the
Under
best.
a bridge.
But you guys, I mean, this is family out here. You know, I came here, this is cool. You know, these are just, man, this is just good, great people here. Super proud of my guy. I'm gonna get back into the data, but I wanted to show you what, you know, this is beautiful. The more money you can make, the more resilient we can be during any type of downturn.
Absolutely bonkers.
You heard it, guys. How amazing is it to come here, see, you know, a subscriber like Johnny, like I consider my friend, and just to see great people working together, you know, making money, doing honest work. I absolutely love it. But let's talk about perspective real quick. And I want you guys to understand that even though, you know, companies are flipping, the Redfin CEO, multiple companies, B of A, I mean, everyone's starting to adjust their perspective. And I want you guys to remember though, when it comes to real estate, you guys should know by now, especially if you've taken my home buying class, it's about local markets. It's about subdivisions. So understand, it may take a little while to hit San Diego, and it may not hit San Diego that much as far as affordability and price decline, but it's already hitting Austin. But just because Austin right now is crashing doesn't mean that every deal that you get is gonna be a great deal. And then the same with San Diego. Just because San Diego is up year over year doesn't mean every listing is a bad deal. The most important thing that we can do as consumers looking to purchase, the most important thing, you guys, is understanding our local housing market and doing a market analysis that reviews comparable data or comps in the subject properties. Look at the horses. In this subject property subdivision, this is such a cool place, you guys, such a cool place. Everyone's nice, everyone's smiling. That little boy right there is like, what is that? It's a cool camera. So obviously I showed it to him, but again, my point is you have to use the data. If you're not using the data, you're at the mercy of strangers, of realtors, you're at the mercy of a toxic market. So if there's one thing that I want each and every one of you to understand is how local markets work and how value works. And when I say value, I mean the front end of value, which is done with an appraisal. An appraisal uses 3 comps or 3 sold properties, okay? So understand that. Again, a good method is you can look at price per square foot, but understand price per square foot is also limiting. You're gonna want price per square foot will get you there, and then from there, you wanna walk the area, you wanna compare the inside, the condition, but you really, if you know, when looking for property, I'll tell you guys what I'm looking for in a property. I want, you know, and this sounds crazy, I know, but I want to find a property at 2019 values. If I do that, I will purchase something with wedge. Wedge is basically purchasing a property that already has equity. And then I also want to find a property that cash flows, which means if I have to move, because I don't want to sell my real estate, I want to hold my real estate. If I have to move for some reason, I can move and I can still, you know, afford to move because I'm receiving more money than what it costs to own. So that's cash flow. And again, also having the proper expectations, you know, like for example, it may take 10, 15 years for the housing market to rebound. If you're comfortable with that, then you're gonna be better off. And then also having no consumer debt. Here's my little man right here, he's checking out. What's going on, buddy? It's pretty cool stuff, right?
Yeah.
Pretty, what are you doing out here?
I'm walking around doing some fun stuff. There's like Santa's workshop, there's decorating cookies, face paint, My mom's selling crystals.
Okay.
Over there.
Are you a hard worker?
Yeah, I'm hard.
Are you a hard worker?
Yeah.
Good, good.
Yeah.
All right, how's your credit?
It's good.
Is your credit good?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Do you want to buy a house one day?
Yes.
Then keep working hard, buddy.
All right.
And keep learning.
Okay.
See you later. Guys, so we're gonna go into the next Zillow article, but before I do, I gotta get a little sentimental. I wanna address the real estate mindset community. So if you don't want me to get sentimental, just skip ahead real quick, guys. So I'm at Johnny's house right here. Johnny's taking me in. Say a prayer for Johnny's father who took a fall, you know, just say a prayer. And I gotta tell you guys something about Johnny. He's an incredible person. This entire trip, he's been showing me love, making sure I'm okay. So don't let his trolling fool you. This is a great man. And again, I want to address the community. I want to be honest because I know there's a lot of people right now. They're struggling. You know, maybe have some anxiety. You know, maybe are stressed out. I want to let you guys know, you know, every morning that on this trip I've had to talk myself out of quitting. Every single morning that I've woken up, you know, I've had thoughts that this is stupid. Why am I doing this? I want to just go home to my family. And I've had to beat down those thoughts every single morning. And I just wanted you guys to know that it's important to beat down those thoughts of doubt. I wanted to thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart for your support. I've been getting your emails. I've been seeing the comments to where, Travis, you know, stop in Boise, Reno, let me get you coffee, let me, you know, buy you dinner. And I wanted to just let you guys know I have been seeing that. That has meant a lot to me. It's been warming my heart. This has been an incredibly difficult trip and I haven't been able to respond. Don't think because I haven't responded that I'm turning my nose up to you. I'm not. You guys, I've just put a tremendous amount of pressure on me. I basically have no time to do anything. I've seen those comments and I just wanted to say I thank you and it means a lot. And I'm sorry I haven't responded. And it's just big shout out to the Discord group. Trey, you know, everyone. Raymond, say some prayers for Raymond. You know, Trey's in the Discord group putting in lowball offers. I mean, this is a great community that we have here at Real Estate Mindset. But I just wanted you guys to know that, you know, I'm going through some bad stuff as well. This is just so hard. This is just a very hard trip. So big shout out to you guys. Big shout out to my support group as well of content creators, Orlando, Miner, Luke with Market Mania, Todd Sachs, Scott Walters. I mean, each and every one of those guys has helped me through this. They've given me a lifeline. So, you know, love people. And I also want to address the trolls. You know, I'm going to just start praying for the trolls. You know, it's probably, you guys, the trolling is maybe a handful of people. They make several different accounts. They really are manipulating the engagement. So be it. Let them do what they're doing. And, you know, I just want to say, though, that, you know, having malice in your heart, if you have malice in your heart, you're never going to live a fulfilled life. You know, whether the malice comes for unforgiveness or whatever, basically, guys, unforgiveness binds us to whoever sins against us. So, you know, I'm just going to have them in my prayers. Let's get into the Zillow article right now. Sorry for getting sentimental. I was just thinking about how much you guys have just helped keep me going. Someone also donated $200, $400 total. You don't have to do that. That means a lot to me, brother. I appreciate it. Don't think it doesn't mean a lot to me. I'm sorry again, guys, that I haven't been able to respond to the comments. But this has been an incredible trip, incredibly difficult trip. But again, let's go on to the second Zillow article right now. All right, made it to Sacramento. Took a little bit of a nap before continuing this video. There's Johnny. There's Johnny. What's up, Johnny?
Good morning.
Good morning. Man, really love you guys. You know, don't think that Johnny's just a troll. I already went over this with you. This guy is a good man. So anyways, guys, the name of this article, next article is Zillow's 2024 Housing Market Predictions. And what we're going to start is right here where it says more homes will hit the market as homeowners accept that mortgage rates aren't falling anytime soon. Very interesting. So if the interest rates do fall, are we going to have more buyers hit the market or more sellers hit the market? What do you think, Johnny? What you laughing over there for? Johnny, you see what I got to deal with? He's making fun of me, throwing me off.
I'm not making fun of you. I'm just laughing at my dog. He's smelling you while you're trying to take a video. But mortgage rates fall, unlocks buyer demand. You just tripped on my dog's toy.
Yep, I did. That hurt a little bit. That's all right.
But I think we start getting more homes sold.
Okay, I like it. So anyways, guys, let me read this real quick and then we're going to go around town, finish this. But higher for longer is the key refrain regarding mortgage rates looking ahead to the next year in housing. It's becoming clear that high mortgage rates have some staying power, and the staying power they're referring to is the golden handcuff effect, right? Expect more homeowners who locked in long-term payments when rates were near all-time lows to list their homes for sale. People got to move, guys, and there's actually some people in divorce that are still living together because they can't afford to leave, as they grow weary of waiting for the historically low rates of 2021 to return. And if I'm not mistaken, we had low rates, Johnny, maybe you can correct me here, because we had a horrible, lockdown situation in COVID. Was that normal? Have we ever gone through that before? Maybe Johnny knows, I'm not sure. Do you know, Johnny? Yeah, I don't think that's normal, guys. Anyways, a stubbornly small pool of homes for sale has kept competition fairly high for most of this year, even with the high cost limiting the number of active buyers. Homeowners have been reluctant to sell, opting instead to hold on to their ultra-low interest rates on their current mortgage. Many of those homeowners will have their eye on a home with a bigger or no backyard, an extra or fewer bedrooms, or in their preferred neighborhood across town. And Zillow predicts more of these homeowners will end their holdout for lower rates and go ahead with those moves. More homes on the market, even the gradual increase Zillow economists expect, would be good news for home buyers, spreading demand and easing upward pressure on prices. So do me a favor, guys, comment below and let me know if you think, throughout the remaining part of this year into next year, are we gonna have every month of inventory increase, or is inventory going to go down, obviously, as we go into January and then shoot up? And obviously, guys, as long as the buying demand stays wrecked like it is right now, I think we're going to be in a better situation next year. So Zillow forecast number 2. Take a look at that view. You can't really see downtown Sacramento, but it is there. Isn't that right, Johnny?
Yep, straight on out.
Look at my man giving me a tour here. Absolutely love this guy. Anyways, guys, let's go over the second projection right now. Home buying cost will level off, giving hopeful buyers a chance to catch up. And by leveling off, I hope they mean deflation, but let's see what they have to say. A typical home buyer in October would have spent more than 40% of their earnings on their mortgage payment. And remember, you guys, according to Black Knight, that's only principal and interest based on gross income. It's completely unrealistic. An all-time high in Zillow data, which stretches back to the 1990s. While affordability will undoubtedly remain the top concern for potential home buyers in 2024, there is a reason to expect those challenges to ease just a bit. Zillow's latest forecast calls for home values to hold steady, falling, I don't know why they just said hold steady, because they're saying falling 0.2%, predicting how mortgage rates will move is a nearly impossible task. But is it really, when the Federal Reserve is saying they're going to hold tight? I mean, is it really? But recent inflation news gives the impression that rates are likely to hold fairly steady as well in the coming months. Taken together, the cost of buying a home looks to be on track to level off next year, with the possibility of cost falling if mortgage rates do. That would give time for wages and buyers' savings to catch back up. But the problem is, guys, is actually wages are not catching up. Wages are going down, depending again on the source of data that you're looking at. This is welcome news after the rapid rise in housing costs over the past 2 years. Wage growth has held strong, meaning the share of income spent on mortgage will fall next year, even if costs remain the same. So do me a favor, guys, let me know what you think about their forecast. To me, that's just basically the bare minimum. I mean, they already see home prices going down, so it's just kind of, to me, it's just kind of pointless. But again, let me know what you think. What do you think? What do you think, Johnny? You think it's pointless or no?
Dude, I think 2024 is going to be a little bit crazy. We're going to start seeing that slide of the homes. We're going to see inventory starting to go up. I disagree with Realtor.com's story and their prediction for 2024. Yeah, I think it's just going to be a wild ride, and we're going to see some increased inventory, some decreased prices. Nothing too crazy yet. I think we start seeing that more in 2025, but it's definitely going to be an interesting year.
So the next forecast I actually totally agree with, but before I go into that, take a look at how these houses are being built. Johnny took me here. They basically carved the side of the mountain or hill and built a house. Take a look at this thing. I mean, this is a beast right here. Look at that. Look at this driveway right here. Pretty incredible. Pretty incredible. This area right here, man, this is, $1 million custom houses. So The area we're actually in Sacramento, you guys will see the video later, a lot of money here, But let's get back to this article. The new starter home will be a single family rental. Though some improvement for home buying affordability is expected in 2024, many households will continue to be priced out. Demand and prices for single-family rentals will continue to increase next year as families look for more affordable options to enjoy amenities like a private backyard or a home that doesn't share a wall with your neighbor. One possible path to more single-family rental inventory is homeowners deciding to turn their home into an investment property and rent it out rather than selling it when they move. The ultra-low mortgage rates held by many existing homeowners make it more likely that this option will happen. And honestly, you guys, I don't believe in selling real estate, and that's exactly what I did with my primary residence. Now, I didn't buy my primary residence to rent out. I had to move out, and I did convert it, but I definitely agree that honestly, I think a lot of people should do that, but I definitely do not agree with Zillow when they say rental prices are going to continue to go up. And the reason I don't think that is the ultra mega record-breaking amount of new construction for apartments. So comment below, let me know what you guys think. Let me see if I can get you guys this view real quick. Look at this. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. There's Johnny. What's up, Johnny?
Oh, hey.
Do you guys think the rental market's going to come up? Do you guys own a primary residence with a 2-3% interest rate? Have you been considering renting that out? Let me know below. You guys are in for a treat with this Sacramento video. Take a look at the new construction behind me. I mean, Johnny did not disappoint. We're going to show you guys some wild stuff. There's my man right there being my bodyguard. You locked and loaded or what, Johnny?
Oh yeah, ready for the day. We're gonna expose the housing market together, bud.
Heck yeah, man. All right, guys, so here's another forecast from Zillow. Let me know what you think here. More markets will follow New York's lead with rental demand surging near downtown. And by rental demand, I think they mean the homeless problem, but let's continue. Throughout much of the pandemic and even before, suburban rent prices were growing faster than rents in urban neighborhoods. While the gap has narrowed, suburban rents continue to outpace urban rents in most major markets, specifically 33 of the 50 largest metro area. That's interesting. In New York City, data from Street Easy, Zillow Group's New York City real estate marketplace, shows demand is surging for rentals in commutable areas with easy access to downtown or midtown Manhattan, while areas farther from these office-laden neighborhoods are seeing relatively less demand. Very interesting. Renters looking for a place near downtown will likely have more options with the year's multifamily construction boom, which means a huge number of new homes have hit the market. More option for renters looking for a new place means landlords who are trying to attract tenants have more reason to compete with each other's price. That's a key reason more rental listings are offering concessions. That's actually pretty interesting to me. Let me know what you guys think about the rental market, specifically downtown. And let me just show you guys, I can't believe how much spec homes in where were we at? We're in Folsom right now? We're in Folsom. You guys, Folsom is just out of control, and this is one of the richest areas, right?
Third richest area in the Sacramento area. El Dorado Hills is number 2, and then you have Granite Bay, which is number 1.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Really excited. Let's move on. We got 2 more bullet points to cover, and then we'll wrap this one up. Y'all, the Folsom area is absolutely nuts. So there's so much spec homes and building going on around here. It's absolutely crazy. Anyways, guys, let's go into the next forecast here. Traditional home buyers will compete with home flippers for homes that need a little TLC. And I can tell you guys right now, they're not going to have to compete with flippers here because these houses, well, they need a little TLC, but once they're done, they shouldn't. Let's see what they have to say. Typically, the target of home flippers, homes that need a little work before they qualify for dream home status, will have increased interest for buyers shopping for their primary residence. Inventory has been far below normal for a while, and though Zillow predicts more homes will hit the market in 2024, inventory will remain much lower than pre-pandemic norms. Faced with limited choices, buyers will be willing to overlook small flaws such as outdated bathrooms and kitchens. And remember what happened during the COVID? Guys, everyone was waiving the contingencies and purchasing houses that they were rushing into. Half these buyers would not have even purchased what they purchased if there was more inventory. So that's kind of why we're seeing so much buyer's regret right now. Higher cost of buying a home today makes a flip harder to pencil out. So buyers may face less competition from flippers that they might have in previous years, even with less chance of being subject to a bidding war. These homes won't come cheap, so expect buyers to frequent their local hardware stores as they work on DIY home improvements. And honestly, that's not necessarily necessarily a bad idea. You know, one of the things that I'm looking for in houses that I want to buy is wedge, meaning that I'm buying a house that has equity already. So in the event that the house market does decline in value, you can basically take the blow. So let me know what you think there, guys, about what Zillow has to say. We're going to move on to the next area, but let me give you guys a little bit of a view. That's all. Those houses are pretty much finished right there, but you know, all these houses here, all construction. Really, really cool. Anyways, let's move on to the last forecast point. All right, guys, so the last forecast here is very, very interesting. And actually, if you're a realtor in the business, you may want to pay attention here because your job may be replaced by a robot, or AI rather. But let's see what Zillow has to say. Artificial intelligence will enhance the home search experience by offering lower prices and getting great deals? I don't know. Generative AI made waves this year, and Zillow expects AI advancements and home selling journey in 2024, improving the experience of buyers, sellers, and their agents. Zillow tech experts expect a variety of new tools and technologies designed for real estate agents next year, allowing them more time to connect with more clients and prioritize face-to-face interactions. Agents have been using AI to assist with writing listing descriptions. Unbelievable. You know, no comment there. But anyways, that's good. Let me keep going. And to create 3D content for their next listings. Next year's advancements are expected to have an emphasis on visual and multi-model capabilities, including more rich media content. So basically what it's saying is if you're an agent, you want to keep your job and you want to stay relevant, you're probably going to need to use some AI technology because that is the wave of the future. You guys take a look at this view real quick. I mean, this is really stunning. Look at this place. I mean, new construction everywhere you look. Look at this. New construction up there as well. I mean, literally.
All this to be built on this hill?
Yeah, that whole hill. Guys, you know, look out for the video. We're obviously, Johnny's gonna be in it. We're gonna have Jason in it, but this is like I didn't imagine this. This is, oh my God, Johnny. This is crazy, you guys. I mean, places that are, you know, and again, we'll wait for the video, but places like this that have so much money being continuously pumped in, I mean, the only way that these places like this are gonna be okay is rich people gonna have to keep moving here. I mean, from all over the world, right? I mean, this is absolutely spectacular.
Everybody wants to leave the Bay Area, save a few bucks on a house. They come up here and they're jacking up the home prices. So it's just a cycle.
Yep, it is a cycle. But anyways, guys, again, do me a favor. Now, personally, obviously, I think that we got to listen to Zillow with a grain of salt. You know, they've been wrong pretty much this whole time. But let me know what you guys think about all those things, especially the AI. Do you think AI is going to replace the job of realtors? I don't think it will as far as good realtors that hustle, you know, but the bad realtors probably. Either way, you guys, I want to hear from you. And I definitely appreciate you following along. And again, you guys, do me a favor for all the effort. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what you think of Johnny. Didn't I tell you he's a good guy? Didn't I say that? Anyways, guys, if you're out there investing in real estate, you know I wish you luck and I hope you win.